From the deepest reaches of the interwebs are two guys here to reveal the secret sauce in helping you develop multiple streams of internet cash flow. Share the knowledge without all the hype. It's the Internet Income Show.
Oh, I like that.
Now get ready for two regular dudes helping you become a smarter entrepreneur, get more out of life, and set you on the right path to becoming happily unemployable. Your host, Dr. Mike and Eric Louviere.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to another edition of the Internet Income Show. Hope you had a wonderful week. And today we're going to talk about how to sell local marketing services as an internet marketer. Now, this is not something new. They've been talking about local marketing services for several years now. And to be honest, I've kind of been seeing it going down on the wayside. There certainly isn't as many products as there used to be out there, which is both good and bad, in my opinion. Now, I come from a standpoint as I've had a local marketing agency for a few years now. So, and as the owner of my own medical clinics, I've gotten it on the other end as well, and I've been getting direct mail, I've been getting spam email blasts, I've gotten cold calling, you name it, I've got it on both sides as both a business owner as well as my experience selling to other companies and businesses. And what I wanted to do today is to share with you my experiences as both the business owner as well as the internet marketer. Now, I wanted to share with you some simple strategies that you can use to really make your name out there and really stand out in front of the crowd on things that I've learned for several years. Now, the first one that I want to talk about is, number one, niche your services. What do I mean by that? There are so many different types of internet marketing local agencies out there. You've got mom and pop, and you've got big companies like Yext and Reach Local, and Yellow Pages is in there. Google is in there, and there's so many different ways that people are trying to get in front of people. You've got Wix.com using free websites. You've got local directories getting in on and there's so many things that you can choose from as a business owner. I think the one thing that you want to avoid is just cold calling people. Unless you've got a staff that can do this. I don't answer any cold calls. I have a receptionist and a manager who answer those calls, and I'm not interested. But if you can niche it, getting back to what I mean by that, by specifically focusing on your unique selling proposition. If you're going to try to sell to everyone, finish that sentence, you're going to sell to no one. However, one of the ways that I've been able to differentiate myself is I specifically market to doctors and dentists and people in the healthcare field. And I'm not saying that I'm the best SEO person. I'm certainly not. I'm not the best, internet marketing agency, reputation management. But it allows me to get through the gatekeeper as a doctor, as a physician myself. And, I present myself by going to, that I'm a doctor myself and I'm going through the same issues, and here's where we think we can help you and help your practice. So, if you could focus on a specific industry, people tell other people. There are successful local marketers who just target plumbers, or they just target home improvement, or they target self-storage on there, and they just dominate that particular niche. If you're selling one to a bar and one to a restaurant, and you've got one to a pet groomer, and that's really nice, but if one pet groomer tells another pet groomer, that's where you multiply. And also it makes your setup a little bit easier because you can focus on that particular market on there. That's number 1 and 2, niche it. Number two is go to niche conferences. Go to specific associations where they hang out. One mistake that a lot of people make is they'll go on to like meetup.com and they'll go to the internet marketing meetup in their area. And then they get surprised as how come like they can't sell their SEO services. It's because you got other internet marketers trying to do the same thing. But what if you just went to a dentist conference? Or what if you just went to a conference on restaurant owners? Then you're the only guy in that industry selling SEO services or reputation management services, and that's where you can really dominate. So go to those associations, hang out there, try to join up, with them, get a feel, because what happens is you can understand their language. So it also help identify, who do you want to target? For example, some people who go into my area when they target, family doctors and say, hey, we can get you more patients. Well, you'd probably be surprised is they're not looking to get more patients. They're already overwhelmed. They get their patients through their insurances. So they're actually looking to get less patients. But they might be more concerned about reputation management because that's the thing that they're most concerned about is their reputation on there. So going to those associations, reading, the newsletters out there, going to their websites, it'll give you a better understanding of their language and what they're particularly talking about. So number three is, tip that I want to share with you is go to these niche associations and try to forge some type of business relationship. And I don't understand why more people don't do this. This is almost like shooting fish in a barrel, guys. Because, if you join an association and, go in and advertise in their association, or even better yet, see if you can give a discount. I want to join your association, and I'm willing to give a discount to your members on there. That is really, really powerful. Now, you just still want to just willy-nilly join any association. See which one, figure out who is your target market, who do you want to market your services to, and then join up on the association. So, just think how big your potential clients are going to be if you are the only, you're the American Dental Association, or, you work with a specific franchise, and we do the web design for all these franchises for all the Pizza Huts or whatever that is. Then you're doing a lot of work, and that's instead of just cold calling single people. You want to focus on, big associations, big franchises, because, they would rather work with somebody who is, very, very comfortable with what they're doing. I just recently got back from a conference in Dallas. It was a medical conference in the anti-aging that we're going to be introducing into our own clinic. And, guy came up and gave about a 5-minute speech on his company, and they're the recommended internet marketing company for this association of physicians I belong to. I mean, that is so powerful. I thought it was, more kudos to him. I was a bit envious. And he was giving his pricing, and then, after he talked, he just got mobbed by all these people who wanting to know, more about what he does. And that gets into my next, tip is try to get key endorsements, from the people who can really open more business for you. So, this company probably made a deal with the president of the association on there, and then more people, guess what? And they did a tremendous job with their website. Now they're opening up to all the other franchises and all the other physician owners out there. And it's very, very powerful. And then, going to endorsements beyond associations, just think about all the different types of businesses that talk with other businesses. One thing, here's a really hot strategy you can share is, who are the accountants, for these businesses? Accountants talk with businesses. What if you made a deal with your local accountant, get them more business? Do you think they might be interested in helping you out if you gave them a business? Maybe you do something. Maybe you've got a friend on there who says, I'll build your website for free. I'll do some SEO. And if you like your services, maybe you wouldn't mind telling your other customers, but I'm going to do this pro bono. Just, I like your website. I think there is some areas that you could be better optimized, certain keywords that I've found on there. Or just do something simple, Some people go out there and just kind of build a website. Maybe you just gave a list of, here are some keywords that you might want to be optimizing for. Or, I see some of your competition are optimized for these keywords. Maybe they might be interested in what hearing you have to say if you give them something, something for free on there. That's very, very powerful. So, going to the key people, the key endorsers down there, and spending your time on that, that can keep you busy for a while. I was recently, at the conference, you're talking about how just one police officer who, and doesn't really have to relate to search and optimization, they were offering a certain type of anti-aging service, and they told all their friends, and a little after that, they had 700 new clients because he told all his other policeman friends on there. That can be very, very powerful. So if you do one great job at a Del Taco and you do all of their website for them, they'll tell other Del Tacos in other areas or other Mexican restaurants on there. Another tip that you want to, not a lot of people talk about, but it's really important is, figure out who your target market is and see if they can afford your services. I specifically target businesses that generate at least $2 to $5 million in revenue each year. $2 to $5 million. So you've got your, that's why I focus in that market. Your cosmetic surgeons, your weight loss clinics, your anti-aging. I focus on those markets because those are the ones who are doing well and they want to do better, and they generally know, what a new patient is worth to them. And they understand that, and these are the same companies that are they're advertising in magazines, they're advertising on the radio. Those are the ones that you should be, focusing on. For my clinic, we recently did a spot on the local Fox News channel that, got us some business, but it also got us attention vendors out there, and I actually have an appointment with one of the labs that we want to work with. And why do they contact us is because they say that we've done some advertising. They say that we've done, we can afford to pay for some advertising, but they're also, we pretty much want to know is that they're looking for more business. So, I'll spend $1 to get $2, $1 to get $1.50, right? It's all about, those are the businesses that are going to be reaping, and they're going to understand, marketing on there. So those are the businesses that you want to work with. Now, another tip that I wanted to share is don't underestimate the power of word-of-mouth marketing. Word-of-mouth marketing is huge. And if you don't go out there and start networking and physically go out and doing it, you got to go out and have a plan. And I've mentioned this in previous podcasts as well. If you spent 25%, heck, not even 25%, 20% of your time just marketing your business, that grows exponentially. So 1 out of 5, let's say Monday through Friday, you spend 4 days in your business, just working and working with clients on there. But spend 1 out of those 5 days, not work weekends, just trying to attract more business. So that means going out there, going out to a local conference or convention, getting out that information on there. You're going to attract more business. Maybe the person you're talking to, may not need their services, but they may know someone who does on there. You never know. You can never know what can happen, because at the end of the day, in the era that we live in with social media and everybody's online and on there, the most powerful boosts in my income have always come from just going out to conferences, going out to conventions, getting off my butt, getting out of the house and actually going and do that. Because you never know who that next person is going to be. If you do that, there's no reason why you can't be successful. Another tip that I want to share with you is make it easy for them at the beginning. Everybody hates to be sold to, but everybody loves to buy, right? But how many people, when someone comes in, wants to go to, buy a used car? How many people love buying used cars, going to the used car lot? I hate it. I hate buying a car because I feel like, this guy's going to sell it to you. That's why you have, car lots like CarMax and AutoNation, because they make it easy for you, right? Because everybody hates that used car salesman persona on there. But you want to make it easy for them. Don't go in there and saying, hey, I'm going to do this SEO stuff on there. You're going to say, hey, I've got these special resources. I put together a guide on things that you may want to just know about your website. Here's our 20 directories you want your business to be listed in. That is the best bang for the buck. You really want to be listed in these type of directories on there. Does that sound like somebody's trying to overtly sell you something on there? No. What if you, instead of just giving out a business card, you gave out, a nicely printed up folder at the next association conference that you go to, where they can, tangibly get that information from you. And then, oh, by the way, in your little manual on there of all these 20 top resources or whatever, you give them a free consultation or a free CD. You want to make it easy for them. You want to make it passive. Or just set up a phone call. Here's my phone number. Love to chat about your website. There's some things on there you may want to look at. I'm not trying to sell you anything. Although it's funny when if anybody says that, they're not trying to sell you something. They are. Come on. But, that's the way the world works, right? On there. Or you just do something very simple. You do a simple job. Right now, it amazes me how many people don't know about Fiverr.com. Fiverr.com. You can get things for $5. But there have been businesses that, I've used Fiverr all the time, but just simple $5, an SEO report they put together, it ended up costing me thousands, but making me more than thousands, because, I've hired them, I like what they did, and then they, hired them for more work on there. So, you can do a simple, small job that turns out to be a big job. I can think of, dozens of times where I've done a simple, job, $100 to $500, $500 or less, that turned out to be a multi, 4-figure, sometimes 5-figure deal for me by just doing something simple, showing that our company can do the work, and we can do. We understand the language. We understand what you're looking for. It all adds up. It can be very, very powerful. And then my final tip that I want to share with you is just simply speak their language. Make it easy to understand what you're talking about, and understand what the real motivation is. Because people talk about, they go in, they talk about, Google Hummingbird, or the latest algorithm changes, and they talk about this, and you're talking to a busy dentist at the end of the day, or the busy a busy doctor or whatever. He just wants to can you get me more business? Can you make my phone ring? Because that's what they want at the end of the day. Can you get me more leads? They may not call it leads. I want to get more business. I want to get more patients calling my phone. That's what they want to focus on. They don't want to focus on, the 15 variations of the keywords that you can help provide. They want you to get their phone ring. They want more business from them. If you make them $10,000 a month, they're more than happy to pay you $1,000 a month, right? If you can get them that business on there. That being said, don't just focus on just, internet too. A lot of times they're looking for, direct mail. You can offer that. They're looking for prepackaged newsletters. Basically they're looking for a lot of different options, like, logo creation, business information. You can expand your services, or, if you don't want to do it yourself, better yet, partner with somebody who does that and do a discount for them. So there are a lot of different ways that you can start spreading the news on that. So those are some tips I want to share with you guys. Hope you use them. They've been very valuable to me. Until next time, this is Dr. Mike from the Internet Income Show. I want you guys to keep moving forward.
You just listened to the Internet Income Show with Dr. Mike and Eric. Now, get to work.